Hello, all of you. Welcome. I am Professor Gaikwad Ashwini, the subject of Geography, class FYBSc. Today I am going to present here the topic of FYBSc, the structure of atmosphere. First of all, I introduced the topic, the Earth atmosphere. What is the Earth atmosphere? The atmosphere is a thick gaseous envelope that surrounds the Earth and extends the thousands of the kilometer above the Earth's surface. It is called the Earth atmosphere. And much of the life on the Earth exists because of the atmosphere, otherwise the Earth would have been barren. In fact, the atmosphere directly or indirectly influences by the vegetation pattern, soil types and topography of the Earth. This is the diagram of structure of the atmosphere. There are 5 types of the structure of the atmosphere. First is that the troposphere, second one stratosphere, then mesosphere, and last is the thermosphere. One by one. What are the composition of the atmosphere? The atmosphere is a mixture of several gases. It contains the huge amount of solid and liquid particles collectively known as the aerosols. This is the pure dry air consists mainly of the nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, helium, ozone, besides the water vapor, dust particles, smoke, salt, etc. are also present in this air and varying quantities. The chemical composition of the atmosphere up to an altitude of about 90 km is the uniform in terms of the major gases nitrogen and oxygen. This layer is called the homosphere. And above 90 km the proportion of these gases changes with the progressive increases in the proportion of the lighter gases. This layer is called the heterosphere. Next, the structure of atmosphere. What are the structure of atmosphere? The atmosphere consists of almost the concentric layer with an varying density and the temperature. Is first that the troposphere. Troposphere is the lowest layer of the atmosphere. The height of the atmosphere is 16 km thick over the equator and 10 km thick at the poles. Which poles? North Pole and South Pole. All weather phenomena are defined or conform to the troposphere such as fog, clouds, frost, rainfall, storms, etc. And the temperature decreases with the height in this layer roughly at the rate of 6.5 degree percent 1000 meters, in which is called the normal lapse rate. And upper limit of the troposphere is called the tropopause, which is about 1.5 kilometer. Second one is the stratosphere. The stratosphere is the more or less devoid or the major weather phenomena, but there is a circulation of the feeble winds and cirrus clouds in the lower stratosphere. Jet aircrafts fly through the lower stratosphere because it provides the conductive the flying conditions. Next point, ozone layer lies within the stratosphere mostly at the altitude of 50 to 35 km above the Earth's surface. Ozone layer acts as the protective cover as the absorb to ultraviolet rays of the solar radiation in this stratosphere. Then depletion of the ozone layer may result in the rise of the temperature of ground surface and lower atmosphere. The temperature rises from minus 60 degrees Celsius at the base of the stratosphere to its upper boundary of the absorbed ultraviolet rays. And upper limit of the stratosphere, it is called as a stratopause. Please remember what is the stratopause. the upper limit of the stratosphere, it is called stratopause. The next structure or next type is that the mesosphere. What is the mesosphere? The mesosphere extends to the height of 50 to 90 kilometer. The temperature decreases with the height. It reaches a minimum of minus degree Celsius at the altitude of 80 to 90 kilometer. The upper limit is called the mesopause. You know the mesopause means what and stratopause means what. The upper limit is called the mesopause in mesosphere. And what is the stratopause? The upper limit of the stratosphere is called stratopause. Next type is that the thermosphere. What is the thermosphere? The thermosphere, it lies at 80 km to 640 km above the Earth's surface. It is known as the ionosphere. The temperature increases rapidly with the increasing of height, and it is the electrically charged layer. This layer is produced due to the interaction of the solar radiation and the chemical present. Thus, they disappear with the sunset. There are the number of layers and thermosphere such as D layer, E layer, G layer, etc. Then radio waves transmitted from the earth are reflected back to the earth by this layer. And the last structure or last type is that the exosphere. What is exosphere? This is the uppermost layer of the atmosphere extending beyond the ionosphere, and the density is very low and temperature becomes 5568 degrees Celsius. This layer merges with the outer sphere. In this way, we have learned about the structure of the atmosphere. What is the structure of atmosphere? What are the composition of atmosphere? It consists mainly nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, helium, ozone, water vapor, dust particles, smoke, etc. Okay, and in this type of or the structure of the atmosphere, there are 5 types of the structure. First is the troposphere, second is the stratosphere, third is the mesosphere, number 4 thermosphere, and last one is the exosphere. Understood all of you? This is the diagram of structure of atmosphere. Please remember all of you. Thank you.